Okay, my name is Jacob Tiffin, and I was in the law library today, going over legal definitions. And if you see me look down, it's because I'm looking at my phone. I've taken pictures of the different photos out of the law library, out of the books that I was reading, and I'm going to be quoting from the actual photos of the actual books that I took pictures of. So, to start this off, we're going to talk about the word person. Since most of the laws and acts and all these different things describe a person, okay? So first off, the word person in Black's Law Dictionary means a human being, also termed natural person, okay? It also could mean an artificial person. Um, the word natural person means is that actually refer to person. That's what it says when you look up the word natural person. It says refer to person. Okay, and common law is the body of law derived from judicial decisions rather than from statutes and constitution. Case law. Okay, and what else here? Natural person. We discussed that. You look up the word person, it says see natural person. The word natural person, it says referred to person. Okay. Further study will go into the word private person. The word private person is someone who does not hold public office or serve in the military. That was section 1. Section 2 says a civil law, an entity such as a corporation or partnership that is governed by private law. Okay? So, now that we know that, it's governed by private law. Um, if you look under private person, it says refer to person, section 1, private or see private person. Okay. Persona, Roman law, or persona, an individual. Persona, let's see here. A person. A persona is a person. Okay. So, to dive into that private law, okay? Private law, the body of law dealing with private persons and their property and relationships. See public law, special law, under law. Okay, so we go to law. Law, the regime that orders human activities and relationships through systematic application, the force of political organizations, societies, or through social pressure backed by force in society. The legal system respect and obey the law. The aggregate of legislation, judicial precedents, and accepted legal principles. The body of authority grounds in judicial and administrative action. The body of rules, standards applying and deciding controversies brought before them. Now, if you look at the word, goes into deeper meaning there. But so, if we go into the word private law, perfect law, partial law, natural law, see natural law, public law. Hold on, give me a minute. I'm looking it up here. I know I took a picture of it. Just give me a second here. Okay, there it is. Private law. The body of law dealing with private persons and their property and relationships. See public laws or special law under law. Okay, so under law, under special law, a statute that pertains to and affects a particular case, person, place, or thing, as opposed to general public. Okay, so that just shows you that private persons operate under special laws, and that a statute that pertains to and affects a particular case, person, place, or thing, as opposed to general public. It says also terms special act, private law, general law, private bill, under bill. Okay, so we went and checked out private bill. So, under bill, a bill is a formal written complaint such as a court paper requesting some specific action for reasonable alleged. Okay, so a private bill. A bill relating to the matter of personal or local interest only, special bill under law. And then under captions it says, a private bill is measured for the interest of some person or class of person, whether an individual or a corporation or inhabitants of the county, town, parish, or other locality, and originates on the motion of some member of the legislature. And the bill is introduced. And then it says, give legislative methods, Form 28. So here we go. We got a private bill. So we have private laws, we have private bills, and we have private persons. And it actually lists the Form 28, 1901. And legislative methods. To dive into that deeper, we first must understand what our founding fathers did when they declared their independence, okay? They wrote a Declaration of Independence, which separated them from the crown and disavowed all obligations to the crown. Okay, so to understand what a declaration is, you must first understand the word declaration. The word declaration is a formal statement, proclamation, or announcement, especially one embodied in an instrument called an affidavit. So there we go. In the definition of the word declaration, we find that a declaration in court is an affidavit. Okay, so we've come to the conclusion that a declaration is an affidavit. Now we must understand what is an affidavit. Okay, so in order to do that, I went to a different book in the law library, and it specifically deals with affidavits. Okay? And this book says a complete affidavit, in order to complete an affidavit, an affidavit must satisfy 3 essential elements. 1, a written oath embodying the facts as sworn to by the affiant. Okay, so we must take an oath, and the second thing is we must the signature of the affiant. Okay, so the signature must be witnessed, and the attestation by an officer authorized to administer the oath that the affidavit was actually sworn by. Okay, so a notary public is basically what you go to get an affidavit witnessed by an officer authorized to administer the oath. Okay, and we'll get back into that. Over here it says a notary or affiliate must be present together for the giving of the oath. An affidavit is not an unlawful affidavit where signed outside the presence of an officer or no oath was administered. Okay, so in order to give an affidavit, we must swear an oath, and we must have our signature witnessed in front of a notary. Okay? And it says here that no particular terminology is required to render the document an affidavit, as it is a substance and not the form of the affidavit that is important. Technical deficiencies do not render affidavits improper and will not be stricken. Accordingly, if the affirmation appears from the whole of the document that the affiant could completely testify to the contents of the affidavit at trial, then technically insufficiencies in an affidavit should be disregarded. An affidavit must set forth facts and show affirmatively how the affiant obtained personal knowledge of these facts. Thus, an affidavit that does not positively and unequivocally represent the facts disclosed is an affidavit to be true and within the affiant's personal. Okay, so what does that mean? It basically means that in order for an affidavit to be true, you need to demonstrate that you have personal knowledge of what's in that affidavit, that you understand what you are putting in the affidavit, that declaration, okay? So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be posting it to YouTube on my YouTube channel, and I hope to bring you a better understanding of what we are dealing with in the court systems. I mean, so to understand this, we must understand that the courts look at us as children. We don't know that we're actually representing artificial entities, artificial persons, corporations. We have not seized control of these corporations. That shows evidence that we do not know, and that's why they must have our consent in order to be governed. Our consent, okay, basically, by us not challenging this stuff, by us not speaking up to the fact that our names are in all caps, demonstrates capitis dementes maximus, which means a complete loss of rights. In order to claim your rights under the law, you must understand what your rights are. You must understand the system. This is the only way to true freedom. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this will help someone out there. Everything that I'm doing is to help people and educate them on what's going on, because we are destroyed by our lack of knowledge. That is what the Bible says. We are destroyed by our lack of knowledge, and we are being destroyed as a nation because we do not understand what is going on in the court systems. This is why they can hold us accountable for all these different acts, is because we don't understand that our power is derived from our status and the venue in court. In order to take control of the court system, we must first acknowledge what our status is. We must understand what our status is. And we must hold them accountable for violating our statuses. Okay? Only then will they start taking us serious. We must show that we have an understanding of what is being done to us in courts. We must call them on it. We must hold them accountable. Okay, that's pretty much all I had to say. I'm going to try to post more videos on my journey through this process. I'm hoping in the future to actually create some affidavits to demonstrate facts as I understand them to be, and hopefully in the process regain my freedom as a human being, as a natural person, as a private person under the law, and take control of this artificial person that they have created unknowingly at my birth. Yeah, that's all I had to say. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to hear more of what I had to say, hit the subscribe button. I need more subscribers. Let's get this knowledge out there.